Today, Monday, the 18th of November 2024, we have some handpicked events to share with you, which will be backed up by some stats and analytics to help you make your picks in this list to boost your winning by a greater percent. And to those of you who want to be having access to our members only match prediction picks, then you want to make sure to join the Level 2 Pro membership package plan to have access to all members only match prediction picks to take your winning to the next level. To those of you who want to join, the link is below this video. You can easily click, navigate, and join. As well as to those of you who want to have early access to all our game predictions one day ahead of time, then you also want to make sure that you join the Level 2 Pro plan to have all of these features to take your winning to the next level. So without wasting time, I'm going to begin with the first match pick of today's list. Looking at the first pick, we look at Mexico in the Liga MX Women, a match between Ugal Tiger women against Club America women. Looking at this, the performance of the home based on recent events they have had have proved that they are good in terms of recent form. Looking at that of the opponent as well, on the other hand, the offensive power is very good based on recent events they have had, scoring between 2, 3, and even 4 goals per each event. Looking at the recent performance of the home, you're going to see that based on the home games played, the recent performance have proved to be very amazing, scoring 5 goals, 2 goals, and 7 goals per each game. That of Club America, on the other hand, based on the way, is also very offensive. And looking at everything in place, we want to look at two major picks here in full time. Looking at this particular event, both of the two sides are very offensive. And looking at the fact that both of the two ends have proved to be good in terms of recent form, scoring between 2-3 goals per each event, then of course, the offensive power of both sides will be high. And looking at the fact that since both offense are good, there will be more shots on and off target, resulting to at least 1.5 goal in this event in full time. We also want to look at the probability of corner kicks since there will be more blocks on the fact that both sides are also good at defense, causing at least 6.5 corners to 7 corner kicks to occur in this match in full time. Therefore, we look at two possibilities. First, at least 1.5 goal in full time. Secondly, 6.5 or 7.5 corner kick to occur in this match in full time. Looking at the next, we looked at England in the Professional Developmental League, Bristol City U21 against Charlton U21. Both of these two sides have proved to concede a lot, and especially Charlton, on the other hand, that proved to have a better offense as compared to that of the home. If we look at the comparison of these two in terms of the stand, the way to see that Charlton, which is the away, proved to be here on a better form, while they sit on the third position. They've had 5 games played, scoring 9 goals, conceding 8, and that of the home, the defensive power is very weak and the offense is average. And looking at this, of course, Charlton, the away team, want to take advantage of the weak defense of the home. And looking at everything in place, we're looking at two major picks here in full time. For this particular event, the away team is more offensive. And looking at the fact that the defense of the home is very weak, the away want to take advantage of the weak defense of the home. Therefore, we look at the away to either lead in full time. We're just looking at the possibility of at least 1.5 goal in this event in full time, since the defense of the home is very weak. And of course, the away will try every possibility to cost shoot on and off target. At least we look at goals possibility. 1.5 is what we want to look at for this event in full time. Looking at the next, we'll look at Germany in the Bundesliga women. A match between Köln women against Werder Bremen women. Werder Bremen, on the other hand, have proved to be very offensive in terms of recent events they have had, comparing to that of the home that tends to concede a lot of goals. And looking at some comparison of game played by Werder Bremen and that of the home team, Werder Bremen is better. Looking at the stands, you're going to see that the home Köln is very weak in defense. Comparing the form of these two, you're going to see that the defense of the home is very weak. They have conceded up to 16 goals for just 5 games played. And looking at the fact that the away Werder Bremen is average at offense, is going to try to take advantage of the weak defense of the home. Therefore, we want to look at two major picks here in full time. For this event, Werder Bremen is better in terms of recent gameplay they have had. And since the defense of the home is very weak, we want to look at a way to try every possibility to lead this game in full time, or at least 1.5 goal for this particular event in full time, or 2 goals over. These are our major pick for this particular event. Looking here at the next, we look at World Friendly International, Netherlands U21 against England U21. Looking at these two, both of the two sides, especially Netherlands, proved to be very offensive, scoring 3 goals per each event. The opponent, on the other hand, is also very offensive based on recent gameplay they have just had. And looking at the performance of the home based on home gameplay, they are very offensive and the rating is good. That of England as well, on the other hand, also have good rating based on recent event they have had. And looking at everything in place, we want to look at two major picks in full time. For this particular event, both of the two sides are good. And the fact that both sides are good, we look at the possibility of shoot off and on target resulting to goals possibility. Therefore, major pick here is goals possibility pick, which is 1.5 goal in full time or 2 goals over, since both of the two side offense are great. Looking at the next, we look at the African Cup of Nations, Morocco against Lesotho. The performance of Morocco recently has proved to be very offensive compared to that of the away. Morocco scoring 4 to 5 goals per each event, comparing to that of Lesotho. On the other hand, they are not very great. Looking at the performance stands in terms of form based on recent events they have had, Morocco here sit on the better place. First on this list, having played 5 events, all 5 wins, 19 goals scored, 2 concede. Offensive and defensive, but that of its opponent on the other hand, the offense is weak and the defense is average. And looking at everything in place, we look at two major picks in full time. For this particular event, of course, the home team, Morocco, is more offensive and the defense of the away is average. And since the offense of the away is not good, we look at Morocco, the home team, to lead this match in full time, and also taking advantage of the average defense of the away and the very strong defense of the home team. We look at Morocco to lead as well in full time. Therefore, Morocco to lead and over 1.5 goals in this event is our major pick in full time. Looking at the next, we look at England in the Professional Developmental League, Swansea U21 against Brentford. Looking at Swansea, the offense is not that very tight, and you can see the defense here is not very tight. The offense of the away proved to be good, scoring 2, 3, and even 4 goals per each event. Looking at the stand comparison in terms of these two, you're going to see that based on form, the away Brentford, which is the away here, proved to be here on a better place. They are very offensive based on recent event played. 5 games played, 4 wins, 15 goals scored, 5 conceded. But that of its opponent, on the other hand, the defense is not very tight and the offense is weak. And looking at everything in place, we want to look at two major picks in full time. For this event, the away is more offensive and the defense is tight, but the home defense is very weak. Therefore, the away team will try to take advantage of the weak defense of the home to lead this match in full time. Therefore, we are looking at Brentford U21 to lead, as well as at least 1.5 goal to occur in this match in full time. Looking here, the next, we'll look at Europe in the UEFA National League, Spain against Switzerland. The performance of Spain recently have proved to be very offensive, having played with strong teams like Denmark, Serbia, and they've had lead. That of its opponent, on the other hand, is not that very strong. And of course, comparing the stands, we are looking at Spain to be in the better stand here. Sitting in the first place, they've had 5 events played, 4 lead, 10 scored, 2 concede. The opponent, on the other hand, is very weak in defense. And looking at everything here, we'll look at two major picks in full time. Looking at these, the performance of the home is very great. The offensive power of Spain is greater as compared to that of the away team. And since the away team defense is very weak, we look at the home to take advantage of the weak defense of the away to lead this match in full time, as well as the probability of at least 1.5 goal in full time or 2 goals over. And to those of you who want to have access to our major game prediction picks, which we share to members only, especially for the weekend, our top 10, top 15 list on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, as well as major picks like corner kick events, which we share to members only, with huge odds to take your winning to the next level. Then, of course, you want to make sure that you join the Level 2 Pro plan to start having access to all of these features to take your winning to the next level. And also to those of you who want to be accessing or having early access to all our game picks one day ahead of time, then of course you want to make sure that you become a member of either the Level 1 Pro as well, so that you can be having early access. But to have access to our huge odds of list, which we share to members only, then you have to join by the Level 2 Pro to have all of this access, both early access to videos, match prediction picks, as well as our top pick, hand pick, top 10, top 15, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and corner kick event to take your winning to the next level. To those of you who want to join, the link is below. You can click directly, navigate, and join as a member to benefit all of these features. So good luck and see you again in the next upload, and bye-bye for now.